All right, so this car, of the vehicles that I own, this is my favorite driver, if we call it a daily driver. But this is a car that I'll get in if I want to run down to the grocery store or just take little trips around town. This is just a really, really fun car to drive in. It's a 1971 model and it's a Targa. If you look over here, you'll notice this stainless steel shield, if you will. So this top comes off. So it's kind of a convertible or a T-top in its design. And the backstory behind this is that Porsche was making a convertible vehicle. And originally this back glass was kind of more of a plastic or a soft material. And the US had some regulations for convertibles at the time. They were banning the production of convertibles for safety reasons. So Porsche came up with this design. It's called Targa. Targa was the name of a race that took place in Italy during that time era. Porsche is still making the Targa. They brought it back, went away for a while, but it's one of my personal favorite models because it's the perfect blend of like an open air car, or we can put the top up and you kind of get both of that experience. And it just really has a timeless appearance to it that I really love. This particular car I acquired, and it was what we call a survivor. So it had all the original everything, the original interior and the paint. And so what we did is just like a refresh, went back and restored the car back to its factory finish colors, redid the interior. This interior I really like. This is made of a houndstooth material, which was common in some of these early German cars. And this is the only non-factory upgrade that was done because originally it had just straight vinyl or leather. The instrument cluster is something that I've always loved about Porsche. They have a unique look about their instrument clusters. Even in their modern cars, they've still followed the same vintage kind of layout, if you will, of the way the instrument cluster is. And uniquely to Porsche, as well, as you'll notice, the ignition is on the left side, not on the right side. There's a few different stories about why that is. Some people thought it had a race origin because it could be quicker for them to start the car and get it in gear. I don't know if that's a true story or not, but that's one of the things that I heard. But Porsche even today still maintains that ignition on the opposite side of the vehicle. Of course, unique to most early German vehicles, Porsche and Volkswagen shared a similar origin, and that this is an air-cooled motor. The Porsche had the 6-cylinder air-cooled engine, and that was produced all in the 911 model. It was produced all the way up until, I believe, 1998, if I'm correct. Somewhere around that era is when the car transitioned to a water-cooled for efficiency and more horsepower. But this is a stock motor, just as it came out of the factory, and we've maintained it. This engine hasn't even been rebuilt. It has the original 67,000 miles on it.